double circulation, complete double circulation. That's right. Right? That's the first reason. Okay, you can explain the first reason. Fish only carry out single blood circulation while human carry out double circulation. Okay, number two. Okay, the reason number two, whenever you do the double circulation, you need a higher pressure because you need to go two ways. So that's why human blood pressure is higher. And then for number two, if you compare human heart and the fish heart is a smaller and has a thinner wall of heart. So that's why it can support the low pressure. But for the human, it has the thick wall and bigger heart, so it will support the high pressure. Okay, it due to the heart structure. Okay, so fish has a smaller heart and thinner wall of heart compared to human. Okay, write this down. If you're done, tell me done.
Done chưa?
All right. Okay. Now, exercise 6. Heartbeat, blood pressure, and heart health. Okay, we see this question. Madam Lee measured a blood pressure at a medical clinic using a digital sphygmomanometer. Madam Lee's blood pressure reading is 120/75 millimeter mercury. Hg to mercury. In your opinion, what are represented by the reading of 120 mm and 75 mm mercury? Diastolic or systolic pressure reading? Give explanation. Okay, whenever you see the high pressure, that is systolic. When you see the low pressure, that is diastolic. Systolic, you must remember, ventricle pump blood to all parts of the body. All parts of the body. So your ventricle must contract here. Okay, that's why it need to be very high pressure here. 75, this one is from all parts of the body. Okay, enter back into the heart or specifically the ventricle. All right, so that's why it is low, the pressure is low. And you also can tell about the ventricle is I think I will explain that in the question number 2, which reading is higher, diastolic or systolic. Okay, this one just I explain generally first. Okay, right. 120 millimeter mercury represent systolic systolic pressure reading, while 80 mm mercury represent the pressure diastolic diastolic pressure reading. Okay, right. Then we explain why systolic pressure is generally higher okay, systolic pressure is generally higher where the blood need greater pressure to be pumped from ventricle into blood vessels out of the heart. Into blood vessels out of the heart. That means your from your what right ventricle to your lungs and also your left ventricle to all parts of the body. Okay, both are included. Both will happen at the same time. Okay, right. And on the other hand, diastolic pressure is generally lower. Okay, because okay, generally lower diastolic pressure is generally lower. Okay, we follow the last time ayat. Where the blood need lower pressure, okay, to be pumped from all parts of the body. That means from the atrium, and then go into the ventricle. To be pumped from the atrium, okay, into the ventricle. Okay, this is a general idea of why the pressure is high and low. We can further explain this in question number 2. First, you copy this one first. And once done, tell me done. Done. Okay. Very good.
Sir, I not check, sir.
Okay, okay. Copy, copy.
Done, sir.
Done. Okay. So, remember, your ventricle, tak kisahlah you punya right ventricle ke left ventricle. Right ventricle, it will send to the lungs. Left ventricle to all parts of the body lah, other parts of the body. When your ventricle pump the blood out of the heart, it need to be higher pressure. This is what we call systolic. Remember that. And from all parts of the body, already done the cellular respiration, and then from vena through the vena cava, it enters the atrium into the ventricle. At this moment, we call this one is a diastolic. Okay, so the pressure is higher for systolic and diastolic is lower. Remember that. Okay, let's continue doing the question number 2. We explain now why the systolic pressure is higher in more detail. I mean, adds a few information here. Okay, diastolic pressure or systolic, which reading is higher? So definitely systolic pressure is higher. Okay, high systolic pressure reading, I missed the word reading there, is higher because um, this reading what we can tell, this reading records, okay, this reading records blood pressure when the ventricle contract. Okay, when the ventricle contract. to pump blood, right? To pump blood out of the heart, out of the heart, um, for the circulation lah, for the circulation throughout the body. Okay. On the other hand, diastolic pressure is lower because atrium and ventricle both relax. Use the word correctly. Systolic contract when for diastolic ventricle relax. Okay. Uh, Lower because atrium and ventricle relax to facilitate. Facilitate means to aid. Facilitate. 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 Or you just put aid or facilitate. Facilitate. Maksudnya help lah. When you explaining scientific term, we normally won't use help on. Okay, when you explaining something in biologically, for example, control, we won't tell control in biological term. We tell regulate. Untuk help, kita biasa pakai terminologi seperti aid or facilitate macam tu. Okay, must know when you're writing something scientific, you must use the correct vocab. Okay, to aid or facilitate blood flow from the entire body back to the heart. Okay. After copy, please read to get the idea. Don't just copy paste, copy paste. Done?
Tanja.
Okay.
Not yet, sir.
Oh, not yet. Okay.
Done, sir.
Okay. Right. We go to the next question. Okay, the average pulse rate for the male adult is between 70 to 72, while the average pulse rate of adult women is 78 to 82. The day I already explained now why the female generally has a higher pulse because their heart is small. Okay, right. We explained the reason for this why female pulse rate is higher. Okay, the female heart is usually smaller. Smaller, so it pumps less blood for each pulse. Okay, so why this help to their beating is higher. Okay, the female heart is usually smaller, so it pump less blood for each pulse. Therefore, what we can tell? Therefore, the heart, okay, the heart need to be uh, the heart rate. I think the heart rate will be better. The heart rate need to be increased, and so the pulse rate is higher. Okay, therefore the heart rate need to be increased, and so the pulse rate is higher. The female heart is usually smaller, so it pumps less blood for each pulse. Therefore, the heart rate need to be increased, and so the pulse rate is higher. Yeah, good points are there. Okay, next question. John has recently suffered a pulse rate which is too high or too low. What is the impact of the incident? If too high and too low, that means it's something very dangerous and it can cause fatal, cause death lah. Okay, so pulse rate that is too high or too low, okay, too high or too low is dangerous and can cause death. Okay, right.
Sir, what
Yeah.
can cause the pulse rate to be low?
Pulse rate can be low when you have your heartbeat low. So when your heartbeat can get low, when you go somewhere at very high pressure place. Because when you go very high pressure place, your lungs will try to taking less oxygen, so your heart will pump less blood.
Oh,
Or when you are, let's say, sometime fasting. You know what is fasting?
yes, sir.
Ah, so when you don't have any nutrients, so your oxygen also not so. I mean, your body cell, your cellular respiration is not too active. Means also can cause pulse rate to be down. And another factor is whenever you are doing something, you do anything that inhibit your respiration. Okay, that means block your respiration. You either eat the poison or being in a place where you cannot get a proper oxygen or no oxygen at all, your pulse will getting low. And for pulse getting high due to the high palpitation of the heart, that means you are, let's say, you are consuming a medicine or drug that can stimulate the heartbeat. So it's like you're doing all the illegal stuff is going to be your heart rate is higher lah. Okay, so that's how your pulse rate and heart rate is the same thing. Your pulse rate is actually following your heart rate. So in generally, where you get the too low heartbeat, when your oxygen intake or the nutrient intake is too low. Nutrient intake means fasting time. Oxygen intake means like you drink a poison, or you eat the cyanide. Okay, this kind of poison can inhibit the respiration. Not the oxygen to say too low, but they block the respiration at all. Okay, when too high, due to the drugs such as stimulant drugs, it can cause your pulse rate to be higher. And generally pulse rate For the pregnant lady also will get higher because you got two life in one body. Okay, but that not that too high lah, just high, slightly high. Okay, that those are the reasons. Okay, question number 5. The diagram below show an electrocardiogram. Ah, so this one is a combination of word. Electro means you see something digital. Cardio, anything related with heart. So gram is the device. So a device that's showing electronic representation of your heart beating. Okay, that is the what we mean electrocardiogram. Okay, that is just the image. This image is electrocardiogram. But what is the device name? Okay, that's the question, I think. Yeah, what is the name of the instrument? Okay, the instrument is named as a electrocardiograph machine. Okay, this one slightly you need to know lah. Related to heart also, not stated in our syllabus, but I just included lah. Maybe it's relevant. Electrocardiograph machine. Okay, now how can the instrument in 5A help a person with a help a person with a heart problem? Okay, how this machine can help? Okay, this machine can detect the electrical activity in the heart. Yes, our body got electricity. Yeah, it we call AV node, SV node. The one all you learn in biology later on. Okay, so that electric signal is detected by this electrocardiograph. So how to know whether a person got heart problem or not? We observe the graph lah. Okay, we observe the graph that form on your electrocardiograph machine. Okay, observe the resulting graph of a person. Okay, observe the resulting graph of a person's heart activity will be better answer. Okay, observe the resulting graph of a person's heart activity. If let's say the graph got something wrong, then you should have a heart problem. But don't ask me lah how to show. Don't only we go doctor, then you will study what kind of a graph or what is the name of the disease. Okay, right. Moving on to the next question. Okay, next question. Pa Ali has a critical heart problem and is advised by a doctor to perform artificial heart transplant, as shown in the photo below. Justify the use of artificial heart. Artificial heart means that means you insert an electronic device, literally, to replace your heart. Your heart failure already cannot use anymore. They remove your heart and they will replace with this kind of artificial heart to do the function of the heart. Yes, it can be done, and you will having your own remote control to control the pressure if it is too high. Okay, but it's still, I will say, risky. But if you have a total failure of heart, then you have no choice. Okay, right. And artificial heart is a device that replaces the heart. Okay, so we need to justify, we need to agree with this. Okay, okay, let us explain why we need to use the artificial heart. Okay, right. um how to tell artificial heart? Okay, I put in this way. Artificial heart are used during, okay, first, you can use this in two situation. For example, for total failure of the heart, as I told you. And another thing is, while waiting for another heart transplant, for temporary use, you can use this also can. Okay, I explained both situation also. Okay, artificial heart are using during okay, the waiting waiting for a heart transplant. That means for temporary purpose lah, temporary, or permanently replace the heart in case the heart transplant is impossible. That means total failure lah the heart. Done.
Nice, sir.
Okay, good. Your school will be organizing a Love Your Heart Week health program. Match the theme of the activity with the appropriate activity for the health program. So we have a theme of activities and activities here. Okay, we need to match. Okay, for example, the risk of obesity, active lifestyle practice, healthy lifestyle practice. Okay, active and healthy. Okay, and a balanced diet. Okay, I think the Chonto activity, right? Aerobic, a talk on cardiovascular disease, food pyramid coloring contest, an exhibition on danger of smoking, cigarette, and drug abuse. Okay, to implement the idea of risk of obesity, I think a talk on cardiovascular disease will be a good activity. For an active lifestyle practice, aerobic activity. Okay, why they call they put aerobic then it goes anaerobic. Okay, right. We got actually two type of exercise. Aerobic, anaerobic. Get to know about this. Uh, Aerobic exercise is normal exercise that we do, running, not say running, normal jogging. That one not require you to do a lot of heartbeat heartbeat increase. Okay, aerobic exercise generally your oxygen will burn your your fat. Anaerobic, kalau you buat anaerobic sebelum you dapat oxygen you sudah buat really heavy workout lah. This one for heavy workouts. When you do heavy workouts, it is not the oxygen will burn your fat, but your lactic acid that produce in your muscles will burn the fat. So always when you want to start exercise, you start with aerobic exercise and slowly upgrade to anaerobic. Don't straight away go to anaerobic, otherwise your lactic acid will be higher in your body and will cause some health issues. All right. So just a few input on your exercise. Okay, healthy lifestyle practice. We have and a balanced diet. Balanced diet, for sure. Food pyramid coloring contest, and then healthy lifestyle practice and exhibition on dangers of smoking, cigarette, and drug abuse. All right. Okay, so we done the hard part successfully. Okay, now let us move on to the blood. Blood is very interesting to learn. You can get to know a lot of things, how your blood works and everything. Okay, very interesting part. Come, let's go on with the blood. Okay, human blood. Component and constituent of human blood. Okay, let us see the blood, the function of blood. Blood transport oxygen and nutrients to the body cell, and blood also transport waste product from the body cell. This is the knowledge that we have previously, but it is not the only function of the blood. There are certain substances like your enzyme, your hormone, your antibodies are some of the substances that you need to um, transported through the blood. Okay, right. So the job that related to the one who can analyze the blood, we call hematologist. Anything related with anything related with hemo, it is related to the blood. Hemoglobin, hematologist, hemophilia. Okay, hemophilia is a type of disease where your blood, what do you call clotting factor, your blood cannot clot. When even when a small injury you get, the blood will continuously flow. That is what we call hemophilia. Okay, anything related with hemo is blood. Remember that. Okay, right. Hematologist studies the component, constituent, and disease related to the human blood. Okay, this is our blood. Actually, our blood is red in color like this. Okay, this is our blood. It's not like shown in the TV, the bright red. It's actually quite a dark red. When you donate your blood, when you reach your 18 years old, you go and donate your blood. As frequent as much, I mean, 3 months once only lah. Not every month. Okay. It will got a lot of benefit out of it. Okay. This one a bit dark red lah. So your blood will be enter into machine like this. This machine is what we call centrifugation machine lah. And the process is centrifugation. What is centrifugation? The process that separate your blood into its component. Dia masuk dalam mesin ni, dia putar-putar, dia akan jadi macam ni. Okay, you can see some yellow liquid at top of your red liquid. Okay, so now let us study more about this. Blood is a type of mixture because it can be separated into two components. A yellow liquid floating on the top and red at the bottom. The components of blood are normally separated using centrifugal method, and the process is centrifugation. Method dia centrifugal, tapi proses nama dia centrifugation. Catat yang ni saya rasa tak ada dalam buku teks. Ada. They put centrifugation there. Right. So this red liquid and yellow liquid. This red liquid is about 45%. Your yellow liquid is about 55%, which consists of plasma. Your 45% is consists of cellular components. Cellular component maksudnya komponen-komponen yang mengandungi sel. Component that contain cells. Cellular component. What kind of cell you can find there? Generally 3. First one is your red blood cell. When you go to higher level, we no longer call red blood cell. We got a special name for that. Erythrocyte. Erythrocyte. So form 3 is your last lah. Form 4 nanti you belajar semua erythrocyte sajalah. Then you have a white blood cell. White blood cell kita panggil lymphocyte. Lymphocyte. Okay. And then you also have a platelet. Platelet is, imagine a plate. You throw it down at a hard surface. Dia berkecai-kecai. The fragments, you know. Fragments. Cell fragments are the platelets. Red blood cell semua orang pernah tengok kan? Like this. It don't have the nucleus. And biconcave disc shape. Your white blood cell have got various of size and shape and various type of white blood cell. Some white blood cell will kill the microorganism. Some white blood cell will produce the antibody. Some white blood cell will try to do the, I say, what's the name? Okay. Some white blood cell produce the toxin can kill the microorganism. Ada banyak jenis white blood cell. Okay, white blood cell generally it have a very big nucleus, something like this, and then you can see the cytoplasm all. Okay, so this is a general idea about your blood. Okay, let's move on. Okay, as I told you, okay, these two are what we call as a cellular component lah. Basically 45% included together. Blood plasma is the yellow liquid. Okay, blood consists of a suspension of red blood cell, white blood cell, platelet, and blood plasma. Okay, let's talk about blood plasma. Blood plasma is made up approximately 90% of water and 10% of dissolved substances following to all parts of the body. So when the blood flow, it's all dissolved inside the blood plasma actually. Okay, the dissolved substance includes nutrients, carbon dioxide, enzyme, hormone, and waste product. Okay, let us carry out activity 3.5 to study the substance transported by the blood. Okay, this one. Substance transported by the blood. Okay, so we have nutrients, we have gases, enzyme, hormone, and waste product. Okay, these are the substances transported by the blood generally. Okay, so let us talk about nutrients. What kind of nutrients are transported by the blood? Okay, so you must remember your punya digestion punya chapter lah. Don't tell carbohydrate. Carbohydrate is digested into glucose, the final level. So your glucose, your protein, the simplest form is amino acid. And your fatty acid, it first go into lymphatic system, then finally it somehow go to the blood circulatory system. So fatty acid, your glycerol, and then your vitamins and also the minerals. These are the nutrients lah, generally. For gases, oxygen, carbon dioxide. Basically these two gases. Enzyme. Enzyme kita ada banyak. Okay, we talk about the digestive enzyme first. Okay, we have a maltase, sorry. Enzyme all normally will end the word ASE. This one all you already learn in your form 2, maltase, lipase, amylase, protease. Okay, got lot lah, pepsin ada, ada banyak. Hormone. Hormone also will be dissolved inside the blood. Okay, example of hormone, growth hormone, testosterone for the man, testosterone, and then testosterone, and then progesterone for the female, progesterone, your thyroxine. Example of hormones, thyroxine, lagi ada apa hormone. You should have ni apa ni? What's the name? Adrenaline. Okay, it produced the, I forget the name of the hormone already. Okay, because my human physiology knowledge is just N until form 3, because I'm not teaching this in the form 5. I only teach for the higher level physics and chemistry only. So I couldn't remember the name. They got one interesting name there. Okay, waste product. Waste product is like a urea, excess water, lagi any urea, excess water are the common thing lah. Carbon dioxide also act as a waste product. Okay, right, these are the waste products. These are all examples only. The thing you need to remember, our blood carries or transport nutrient, gas, enzyme, hormone, waste product. Okay, moving on. Whenever I write like this, I'm expecting you write in your textbook as well. Don't just watch only. All right. Now we are going to learn the important part. If you don't concentrate properly here, you won't understand this. Who can donate blood to whom? Okay, we want to talk about this. This is the most important part. Come. And remember, I forget to tell, all your cellular components, right? All your cellular components, where the blood will be formed, all your bloods are formed in bone marrow. Bone marrow is a place where the all your red blood cell, white blood cell, and your platelets are formed. Okay, near your spinal cord there. Okay, right. Now, let's learn about the human blood group. Human blood can be classified into 4 blood group. Jangan masuk positif, negatif semua. Yang tu when you go to Form 5 nanti kamu akan belajar. That one we call different variation. Okay. Now we only learn the general idea. Okay. Generally we have 4 blood group: A, B, AB, and O. According to the type of antigen, if any, present on the red blood cell. Why they put if any? That means some blood group, they don't have any type of antigen. Kena baca tu kena fahamkan apa dia maksud any, if any, kalau ada. The type of antigen present on a red blood cell is A antigen and B antigen. Okay. In human body, there are 2 type of antigen. Okay, 2 type of antigen. I'm very sure you know what is the meaning of antigen. You already learned in your form 2. Okay, antigen is like our what do you call a foreign substance. Okay, but for the blood, we got 2 type of antigen lah. We name it, let's say, antigen A, antigen B. Berdasarkan antigen ini, we will know, we will determine what group are you and what blood group you can donate and what blood group you can receive from. Kalau silap, nanti you mati. So you understand this one properly first. So let's say for blood group A, right? Let's say the antigen A is round in shape, as they show you. So if you have antigen A only, then you are considered blood group A person. Individual with blood group A have only A antigen. For B, you can see the shape different already. So individual with blood group B have only the B antigen. You have B antigen only, then you are blood group B. Some person we can find A also got, B also got. That's why we name him AB. Individual with blood group AB have both A and B antigens. And finally, we have another group of people like me. I'm also O. O means 0 lah. No antigen at all. Individual blood group O do not have A or B antigen. Do not have. So, very simple the concept. If you blood group A, you have A antigen only. Blood group B, B antigen only. AB group, then an A antigen and B antigen. If you O group, then you don't have any antigen at all. Okay. Sekarang, kamu dah belajar tentang antigen. What is antibody? Okay. So, antigen, antibody. Apa relationship dia? Kita tengok dulu yang ni. Baru kita boleh faham yang ni. Okay, antigen is any foreign substances that enter our body. It could be microorganism, it could be anything. Anything you enter into our body, that a foreign substance, a substance that's supposed not to be there, that is what we call antigen. That include your pathogens as well. Pathogen is a type of antigen. So our body immediately responds towards the antigen. Oh, this is not related to our body. So our white blood cell immediately send their army of white blood cell to produce the antibody to kill antigen. Now you might be know what is the relationship between antigen and antibody. This one already ini bukan foreign antigen. This antigen is already inside your group. If you have another group antigen, then your antibody will try to kill the antigen. Okay, let's see this. Blood plasma contain antibodies. Okay, blood plasma carries antibodies. The type of antibody present in blood plasma are anti-A and anti-B antibodies. The type of blood antigen and antibody are shown in the table 3. Okay, now you must understand. Okay, just now we study antigen, kita ada dua kan? Antigen ada dua. A antigen and B antigen. Okay, sekarang antibody ada dua juga. Anti-A, anti-B. It's like you know, if you are pro with your computer stuff, okay. It's like our you have a, let's say, a Trojan virus. You will delete the Trojan virus through your anti-Trojan virus, that kind of antivirus. If you have a malware, you use anti-malware. Same thing. Okay, this is like the virus, this is the antivirus. Okay, so kamu tengok type of blood. For A blood, we know the type of antigen on the surface of the red blood cell is A. So the type of antibody it should have is anti-B. Kalau dia ada anti-A, nanti dia matilah. All the anti-A will attack the A. Right or not? Because your anti na kill the A. Anti is like kill A. So whenever you have antigen A only, at the same time, your antibody is anti-B. That means whenever B masuk, dia mati. Dia akan, it will try to coagulate the blood. Coagulate means make the blood freeze. So your blood didn't flow, you die. Yeah. So for the blood group B, you have antigen B. That means you shouldn't have anti-B. You should have anti-A. So it won't allow A. That's why only B present here. Kalau dia ada A dengan B, dua-dua antigen pun ada, maksudnya antibody tak ada. If let's say anti-A ataupun anti-B ada, matilah dia. Okay? So that's why you can have a A antigen and B antigen, because your blood plasma does not have any anti-A or anti-B. Kalau kamu tengok dalam blood group O, there is none of the antigens, because you have both anti-A and anti-B. Both antibodies, so kamu tak akan ada A and B. Okay? So very simple, the picture. Okay? I repeat again one more time. You are blood group A because there is no antigen B. You can put it in another word. You are blood group A because you don't have antigen B. Why you don't have antigen B? Because you have anti-B antibody in your blood plasma. Second statement. You are blood group B because you have B antigen and does not have any A antigen. Why you does not have any A antigen? Because your blood plasma contain anti-A antibody. For AB, your blood contain both A and B because there is no any antibody in your blood plasma. That's why you can have both. In O group people, O blood group people, they don't have any antigen because they have both anti-A and anti-B. So katakanlah what will happen if this one, your blood got anti-B, right? If let's say you what you call transfer blood from group B, what will happen? All your anti-B antibody will attack the B and cause it like freeze. This freezing not only blood B, including your own blood. That freezing moment is what we call coagulation, or another name for it, agglutination. I give you another name, agglutination. Catat, ni penting. Agglutination. Maksudnya pembekuan darah. Once your darah freeze, matilah kau. Okay? An antibody will attack its corresponding antigen and cause coagulation of blood to occur. This may cause death. For example, anti-A antibody will coagulate with A antigen. Coagulate maksudnya membekukan. And anti-B antibody will coagulate with B antigen. Anti itu maksudnya kill, coagulate. So in summary, an individual who has anti-A antibody, kalau dia cakap anti-A antibody, maksudnya A tak boleh masuk. Kalau A tak boleh masuk, it's a type B blood. Okay? So kalau dia anti-A antibody, dia dah cakap kill A, right? So anything related with A cannot enter. For example, an individual who has an anti-A antibody cannot receive A type or AB type because both also got A antigen. Okay? That's why you cannot simply transfer your blood to anyone. This is not a movie stuff. Okay. Because the blood type contain A antigen. Yeah, just told that. If an individual who has anti-B antibody, kalau dia cakap anti-B maksudnya blood A lah. Dia jadi cakap anti-B kan. You don't get the blood from type B or type AB because both of these blood contain B antigen. If an individual who has AB means what? The fellow have A antigen and B antigen, that means no antibody, right? No antibody means no need to worry lah. You can receive blood from all type of blood group. Okay, receive all type of blood because there is no antibody in the blood. That's why we call AB sebagai universal recipients. That means they can receive blood from all type of blood group. On the other hand, an individual who has type O. Type O means what? There is no antigen at all. Why no antigen? Because you have anti-A and anti-B both also inside your blood. Cannot receive any other blood type because of the presence of anti-A and anti-B body in his blood plasma. However, O is known as universal donor. O is known as universal donor. Okay, because O can donate the blood to A, B, AB, and also to O. Okay, we will see the compatibility in a while. This one. That part you will understand much better. Okay, therefore, whether a person can receive blood or not depends on the presence of antibodies in his blood plasma. Don't simply transfuse the blood. Okay. Right. Compatibility of blood group of donor and recipient. Okay. Before blood transfusion, we need to know the blood group of the donor and the recipient must be compatible. Compatible maksudnya serasi, kena matching lah, as the shown in the table. Otherwise, blood will coagulate. This situation can cause death of the recipient. So if they ask the question, what will happen if the blood not compatible? Just tell the blood will undergoes coagulation or agglutination, and this will cause the death of the recipients. Okay. Now, you see blood group donor is A, right? A means contains, you need to think about this. NTB. Your A is NTB. Your B is NTA. This one, no antibody. Ini NTA dan NTB. Okay. Only in your English saja NT, lepas NT tu ada dash. In bahasa Melayu not like that. So don't follow that. Okay. Let's say. I don't want to see this one. Can I make a... Oh, I cannot make a square there. It's okay. Right. Never mind. Okay. Okay. A maksudnya NTB. Okay, you write all these properties first. NTA. This one no antibody. This one NTA dan NTB. Actually, the donor not problem. The receiver is the important part. You think your receiver is the main one. Okay, you see, blood group A, they got NTB, right? NTB. So anything related with B, we need to cancel. Okay. Sorry. Anything related with the B, we cancel. So can you see blood group B? We have here. So we put a cross here because this one contain NTB only. So this one also we cross because you have NTB, it's okay, but you also have a NTA. Whenever you find any NTA, you need to cancel. You don't have any NT, then it's good, you can receive. For NTB and NTB doesn't matter, same antibody what. So the blood with same antibody must be exactly the same. Then only you can donate, or you don't have any antibody at all, also can donate. Okay, now you see the blood group B. Blood group B got NTA. So whenever you have anything related with A, you cannot donate. So blood group A ada antigen A, jadi tak boleh. Blood group B can, same antibody, NTA, NTA. Kalau AB no antibody, can. No antibody, no harm what, can donate. For O cannot one, because you have NTA at the same time NTB. So B masuk NTB nanti musnah. Salah. Kamu tengok AB. AB does not have any antibody. But can it donate to NTB? Cannot. Because your AB blood got antigen A and antigen B. Remember that. Dia masuk NTB, mati. Dia masuk NTA, mati juga. Dia masuk NTA dan AB, NTA dan NTB, mati juga. No antibody, baru safe. So, that means AB can receive from all, but can donate to AB only. Can receive from all blood group, but can donate to AB only. Okay, now we see the O. O means what? Does not have any antigen. Okay, that means does not have any antigen means it contain antigen A and antigen B. So, since it does not have any antigen at all, you can put on your A, you can put on your B, it can put on your AB and also O. Why like that? Because your O does not have any antigen, maksudnya you boleh derma kepada sesiapa saja. Although you have a NTA and NTB. Because although they have the NTA and NTB in the O, but there is no antigen what? There is no antigen for this body from the blood group recipient to attack. So no need to worry. That's why O is a universal donor. Universal donor, but can only receive from O only. How this statement will prove? Okay, you see here. O dia boleh donate kepada A, boleh donate kepada B, AB dan O. Tetapi tengok bahagian O, kolom O. Blood group of recipient. Recipient means receive. You cannot receive from A, you cannot receive from B, you cannot receive from AB. You only can receive by O. That is why I told you in this way. And for AB, AB is a universal recipient, but can only donate to AB only. Universal recipient, but can only donate to AB only. Because why AB only? Because group AB, they have both antigen AB. So dia tak boleh masuk A sebab dia ada anti B. Dia tak boleh masuk B sebab dia ada anti A. It will kill the A. Dia tak boleh masuk O juga sebab ada dua-dua anti pun ada di situ. The only thing it can donate is to the AB group. That's why you see AB cannot donate to anyone except for the AB, but receiving time it can receive from everyone. So in short, AB is a universal recipient, O is a universal donor. Okay, right. Next part, I want to finish the blood part. The exercise you can try at home. Got a lot of interesting exercise there. Okay, we see here. Importance of blood donation. Normally, they will ask you to do the folio on this lah. Most of the school, but I don't know about your school. Okay. Importance of blood donation. Do you agree with the effort to justify the importance of blood donation in the context in daily life? Of course, we do agree. And they ask us this activity. Later, we will see this activity. Every day, blood is needed to save life. Okay, that is the importance of blood. To save life. Blood is required for surgery, accident victim, or to treat patients like leukemia, hemophilia, and other illness. Okay, leukemia. Leukemia is a type of blood cancer, white blood cancer. Either it's too little or too large. Got few type of white blood cancer, few type of leukemia. So we don't know what. Generally, leukemia is a white blood cancer. Okay, how about the hemophilia? Hemophilia maksudnya your blood cannot clot even as even inflicted with a very small cut or injury. That means your blood cannot clot one. Let's say your friend dia cucuk jari kamu dengan jarum. Your blood will continuously move on. It won't clot that easily. This is what we call hemophilia. Okay, blood cannot clot even inflicted with a very small cut or injury. So this time, if they never go to the hospital, they cannot survive. That is okay if it's just a small prick of needle. But imagine if a large cut, the fella cannot. Ours all like we get a injury. Normally within 10 minutes it will like dry up already, right? That is what we call clotting. So your blood cannot clot. Your blood will continuously flow out of your body. Will cause death if you're not treated as quick as possible. Okay, now to understand this, we need to look at our extra note that I posted today. One second. Let me post this. I see. Tak apalah, saya copy paste. Okay. I think only one page. Okay. So let's look at your activity first. First, understand what your activity wants us to understand. Okay. I think this page. Okay. Now, this one don't overlook the activity part. I already told you before. You want to cover your textbook. Make sure sometimes they won't give you in this text, but you need to find as a folio. But that is a part of syllabus. Okay, right. So we need to know what is the importance of blood donation, criteria to be a blood donor, issue related to a blood donation, and methods of handling and storing the donated blood. Okay, this one I put it in extra notes here for your reference. In case got folio, you can get from here a few information lah. But every day we need blood to save life. Required for surgery, accident victim, treat the patient with leukemia, hemophilia, and other illness. Why is it important to donate blood? They already tell it. Can save life and does not endanger the donor. By donor, as a donor, we donate the blood, not life-threatening process for us. Okay, when an individual lost too much blood, for example during a surgery or accident, the individual need a blood transfusion immediately. So what are criteria which qualify a person to donate blood? First of all, you need to be healthy. They will check you are healthy or not. If you are frequent donor, every 3 months for men, if it's a female, it's every 6 months, I think. You need to be 18 to 65 years old. If you are first time donor, it must be 18 to 60 years old. Under 17, you need to get a parent's written approval. Body mass must be 45 kg and above. Has at least 5 hours sleep before donating the blood. Eaten before donating blood. Make sure you eat before you donate your blood. And not involving in high risk activities such as taking drug. Your blood must be free from your any drug. That means don't take any medicine, and also not consuming alcohol. Alcohol before donate the blood. This is very crucial point I missed out. Okay, because whenever you drunk and you want to donate blood, the hospital won't take one. Because your blood is mixed with the alcohol. It will create a different chemicals inside your blood. So your liver have to detoxify it first, then only you can donate your blood. Okay, so yeah, those are the criteria. And pregnant lady should not. Pregnant lady, pregnant lady, not allowed at all. Takesa, you satisfy other criteria, doesn't matter. If you are pregnant lady, you are not allowed. Pregnant lady not allowed at all. Okay, remember that. Because you need blood for your fetus. So you cannot donate the blood during your pregnancy. Okay, issue related with the blood donation. Okay, what are the issues? Let's see. Blood donated will be replaced by the body. Okay, let's say you donate the blood to someone. Don't worry lah, you won't die. Okay, you need to drink a lot of water. Your bone marrow will start to produce a lot of red blood cell ready. Much fresh, much energetic you will be. Don't listen to some illiterate people. They will tell, oh, you donate ready your blood, you're going to be fat, you're going to put weight. That is a myth. Why? Because when people tell you like that, you will start to think, oh, that means I'm losing a lot of nutrient ready. You go and whack everything in a heavy mode, then of course you will put weight. In contrast, your body will be actually feel very energized, active when you donate the blood. Okay, plasma is will be replaced in 24 hours, where the red blood cell need 4 to 8 weeks to be replaced. Okay, they will centrifugation, they will carry out the centrifugation, and then they they separate the plasma and red blood cell. So the plasma they will keep for 24 hours, every time replace, and then for red blood cell 4 to 8 weeks lah. That's hayat dia lah. Individual who has donated blood is advised to drink a lot of water in 24 hours, avoiding doing any vigorous activities at least 5 hours after that. Duduk diam. I went when I was 18 years old, I went to hospital Seberang Jaya to donate the blood. I was happily warmly welcomed by the nurse, and then they give they will take your blood sample first, prick with your needle, and then they put under the slide and check for any microorganism or not, and then they will fill up our details all. Then if everything okay, scan, no virus, no nothing HIV, and then they will uh, bring you to the one place where your blood will all the donors will donate the blood. So they will happily welcome the O blood, because O blood can donate to everyone. But if a O person get injured, only O can give the blood. So O is very special. So they they explained that thing all to me. Then after during my donating the blood, they will give you some kind of ball to press it, so that your blood will flow out easily. I first initially afraid to see the blood flowing out inside the bag. The bag is like a rectangle bag like this. Okay, you can see your blood color. Your blood color, then only I see it was a dark red. Okay, it was a dark red, and then I keep on pressing the ball, the spongy ball, and then within a few minutes lah, I think 10 to 15 minutes, the bag was full, and then the nurse will come and give you water, Milo, and then they also give me what mineral water. They will give you the warm Milo and chit chat with you. They will actually treat you very nice one. But that was when I was 18 lah. But I don't know now it's the same thing or not. Okay, right. So method to keep and store the blood. Individual blood must be screened. This is the process I tell you. Check for the virus, disease. They must always check for any hepatitis B or C, because these are dangerous virus, where it can, when you transfuse the blood to another person, they will get the same thing. And HIV or other sexually transmitted disease like a syphilis, gonorrhea, this type of disease all because of unprotected sex with multiple partners. Okay, this kind of blood we should reject. Donor's blood is kept in a plastic bag which contain sodium nitrate. Remember this formula, this compound. Sodium nitrate prevent the blood from clotting. Okay, and glucose also will be added. Just add one more point. Glucose also will be added, so that red blood cells can carry out cellular respiration. Okay, they also add the sodium nitrate to prevent the blood from clotting. Blood is separated accordingly. I already told you, right? Red blood cell, platelet, and plasma. Blood is kept according to the type of blood, blood group, and expiry date. Yeah. So blood is then kept in the blood bank. Why we tell blood bank? Because we put all the blood inside and then withdraw when we need it, just like our bank. Storage method is as follow. Red blood cell you need to keep for 2 degrees Celsius to 6 degrees Celsius. That means you freeze it for 35 days you can use. That's why I put there 4 to 8 weeks. Okay. And plasma you need to put -30. Up to 2 years you can use the plasma. Platelet, siapa yang tak ada platelet tu lah yang akan ada hemophilia. Platelet is the one, I never explained the function. Okay, platelet is the one cause the blood clotting. Okay, so 20 to 24 degree Celsius, normal, about a bit lower than the room temperature, and it's just a 5 days expiry date. Okay, right. I think I missed the major part of the important thing here. Right. Um. Okay, I think you can write at the extra note there. Okay. So remember, yeah, your red blood cell, the function is transport oxygen to whole body. Your white blood cell kill microorganism or to produce antibody. Your platelets help in blood clotting. Help in blood clotting. Siapa yang tak cukup platelet, dia punya darah tak boleh beku kalau ada berlaku pendarahan. Okay, so these are the functions of cellular components that you found in your blood. Okay, the last part. Okay, see here. A healthy individual mass more than 45 to, okay, this one, they give you the instruction lah. 40 more than 45 kg between 18 to 60 years old can donate the blood. A donor can donate up to 0.5 liter of blood at one time. For male, normally they tell 3 months once you can donate. For female, they will give 6 months once. I give a little bit information only. There are a lot of things like you need to know. Okay, what will happen when an individual donates blood? The total red blood cell in the body reduce. Yes, of course. These force the bone marrow. See the word they mentioned about the bone marrow. This forces the bone marrow to produce new red blood cells. This individual become more energized and able to function better. So it's better for you to donate the blood and also help to remove some of your body fat as well. Okay, right. That's all for blood topic. I already give you the exercise 7. Please complete exercise 7. That is the homework. Please complete exercise 7 from what I teach you today. Alright, I will discuss the exercise next week. Okay, you may go for your break. We stop here first. You go for your break. We continue 5:45. Okay, now 5:30, 5:45, we meet back for the maths lesson.
Thank you, sir.
Alright,
Yeah.
alright.